against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
Hey guys, Seed up here, and today we're going to talk about the differences between Doom Eternal and Doom 2016, simply titled Doom. And we'll talk about the differences between the weapons and the enemies, and at the end I'll give you my own personal opinion on what is better. We'll also break down what I think is easier between the enemies, easier to deal with, and also what weapons are better in my opinion. So let's get into it. Okay, we'll start with the enemies, and the enemy we'll start with is the zombies. The zombies in Doom 2016, you can just punch them and they'll do the little animation where they'll kill them in a different way. In Doom Eternal, it's a little different. You can punch them, but it takes longer. It's better to just shoot them. And they're honestly used for like chainsawing to get ammo and to also flamethrower them to get armor. So different ways to do it in Doom Eternal. Doom 2016, a lot straightforward with the zombies. Now the next one are the possessed soldiers, and for Doom Eternal it's going to be a little different from here on in because there's going to be different ways you can kill enemies, or certain specific ways you're supposed to kill enemies. Doom 2016 doesn't really have this problem. You just go in and you just mow them down. Doom Eternal, there's a set weapon for usually each enemy, and for the possessed soldiers it's the shotgun. And for me, at least in Doom 2016, I did use the shotgun, but for Doom Eternal, it's better because it staggers them. It does more to them than other weapons. So that would be the difference here. They're pretty much both the same, but a little different. I wouldn't say the difficulty is any harder in Doom Eternal or Doom 2016. It's the same. I'll also be going through the difficulty for each enemy as well. Now the possessed soldiers will have a shield in both games, in Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. And for Doom Eternal, I think it was easier than it is in Doom 2016, because in Doom Eternal they tell you which weapon to use. You use the plasma gun and they go down pretty quickly. In Doom 2016 you can have a hard time figuring out which weapon to use, and there isn't really a specific weapon to take them down. So that's the difference here, and I gotta say it would be easier in Doom Eternal than it is in Doom 2016. Next are the Imps, and the Imps to me are pretty equal. There is a way to take them down in Doom Eternal with the heavy cannon, but you still have to shoot them, and they're jumping all over the place in both games. So I wouldn't say it's really easier in any game. To me, they're equal in everything in difficulty, and there's really no set way to really kill them. You just gotta hit them. You gotta just nail them down. Next is the Hell Knight, and the Hell Knight in Doom 2016 to me would be easier than it is in Doom Eternal. In Doom Eternal there is a way to kill him with a chain gun, but to me it doesn't work or isn't as effective as it is in Doom 2016 when I can use other guns. I tried using other guns as well in Doom Eternal. In fact, I'd even say the super shotgun probably works the best, more so than the chain gun. But they're still harder, I think, in Doom Eternal than they are in Doom 2016. Because in Doom 2016, you can take them down with a lot of different weapons. In Doom Eternal, it's kind of, you can just figure it out. I would go with the chain gun still, or the super shotgun. But either way, you're still going to have a hard time with them. At least more so in Doom Eternal than you would in Doom 2016. Next is the Cacodemon, whatever it is. The thing with the one eye. And I'm going to say it's easier to kill them in Doom Eternal than it is in Doom 2016. In Doom Eternal, they go down actually very quickly. They're easy to me in both games, but especially in Doom Eternal because you just really just need a sticky bomb or the grenade thing with the shotgun and they go down quickly. So definitely easier in Doom Eternal than it is in Doom 2016. Next is the Mancubus, and the Mancubus in Doom Eternal to me is a lot harder than the one in Doom 2016. In Doom 2016, you really just need to shoot it in the belly and you can use a variety of weapons. In Doom Eternal, you need to take its arms, rocket launcher arms, whatever. You need to shoot that first, then you can start shooting it and destroying it easier. I would say that in Doom 2016 it's a lot more straightforward, and that's why it's easier. You just need to shoot in the belly, you have to take out the arms, and then you have to shoot it in Doom Eternal. So just off that, I'm going to say in Doom 2016 they're a lot more simpler and straightforward and easier to deal with. However, the Cyber Mancubus is different than the Mancubus in Doom Eternal. You have to bloody punch it and then the armor will come off and then it'll be easier to kill it. While in Doom 2016, I believe same thing, you just shoot it in the belly. A lot easier to deal with in Doom 2016 than it is in Doom Eternal as well. Next up are the Revenants, and the Revenant in Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, I would say they're about equal. I may give the edge slightly, and I mean slightly, to Doom Eternal because they at least give you a way to take them down. You can shoot off their rockets, but they're pretty much the same, I would say. There's not a lot of big difference in the Revenants in this one. So to me personally, I guess we'll say it's easier in Doom Eternal, but they're pretty much the same. Next are the Pinkies, and the Pinkies in Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 are the same. Same thing. You just have to shoot them in the back and the tail, but no difference in difficulty there. Next are the Barons of Hell, and the Barons of Hell in Doom Eternal, they come at you. They have these lava-like swords on them, and they just keep coming. In Doom 2016, they can shoot you from afar, or they can come at you. So I would say the one in Doom Eternal is just a little bit harder because he just keeps coming. You can't shoot him from afar, you have to just keep running because he's just going to keep coming at you. At least in Doom 2016, he can stay further back and you can shoot him further back as well, and it's easier to dodge when you're shooting him further back. So just by that, I'm going to say the one in Doom 2016 is a little easier than the one in Doom Eternal. And that is it for all the enemies they have in the same game. Now I'm going to talk about the enemies that they don't have in the same game, which is really only one for Doom 2016. Doom Eternal has a lot more enemies than in Doom 2016. Doom Eternal has these gargoyles as well, and you kind of have to shoot them. They're flying around too, just like the Imps. They're pretty hard to hit and maintain. You're better off using the heavy cannon as well, at least in my opinion. And they also have these maker drones, which are these, it's hard to explain, but they're like these ghost things, and they have their heads. You'll see the picture, I'll put a picture up. The point is for the maker drones is that you have to shoot them in the head, and they're really not hard to deal with as long as it's just they're harder to deal with when it's like a crowd of demons. Doom Eternal also has these Archatrons. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but they look a little similar to the Spider Mastermind in Doom 2016. Just think of a lot smaller version of it, and one with a cannon on top, and the cannon is the weakness. You got to shoot that off and then you can deal with them. And also they have these carcasses. The carcasses are these, it's hard to explain what the fuck some of these things are, but think of that one dude on X-Men. I'll put a picture up. The name is fucking not there for me. I think it's Mojo from X-Men. Think of him. That's exactly kind of what he looks like. Maybe the ones in Doom Eternal are a little bit smaller, but those things are bitches. Fuck those things. They do these shields, and they also do these little hypno fucking fire things. It's hard to pronounce and describe some of these things that they're doing. It's just, they look fucking weird, but that's what they do. They put shields around the enemy, so when you're trying to kill another enemy, they'll shield them, and it's better to just deal with those fuckers first. Yeah, they're just a pain in the ass. Fuck the carcasses, because you have to really find them and kill them first, because good fucking Christ. I mean, sometimes it works in your favor when you take out the shield and then they'll destroy the enemies, but fuck, it usually comes at the wrong time, and they're just, like I said, pain in the ass. Also, the Whiplash. Holy fuck, Doom Eternal, they put so much shit in this game. The Whiplash people, they just scurry around like crazy. You gotta try to freeze them with your frozen grenades, whatever. But fuck, they are a pain in the ass, man. It's hard nailing those fuckers down. It really is. And it makes it even harder when there's just a group of demons. It's just fuck. It's fucking crazy, man. The Whiplash. And if that's not enough, then Doom Eternal also brings in the Pain Elementals. And the Pain Elementals are similar to the ones in the old Doom. They shoot out lost souls. They're not as hard to deal with, I think, but still a pain in the ass as well. A little easier though than dealing with them in the other Doom games, the retro ones. And also the Prowlers. Prowlers, not a big deal. But it's just, they put a lot, like I said, they put a lot of enemies, a lot of shit in this Doom Eternal game. They put a lot of enemies. They just flooded it. And we're not done. We're not done with the enemies. Archviles are back. And they are back with a fucking vengeance. You thought the retro ones were hard. You have no fucking idea. Man, the Archviles are ridiculous. They can just spawn any enemy. Any fucking enemy, except for I think the Marauders, but outside of that, And I think the cyber demons. But outside of that, they can spawn any demon. I'm not sure if they can heal. And they have a shield as well, so you have to bloody punch it or take down the shield first, then you can try to attack it. You need to kill that thing first. As soon as it appears on the map, you need to go kill it, because it'll just keep spawning enemies, and I mean any fucking enemy. I don't know what they were thinking with the Archviles. Holy fuck. This is just... oh, that's just something else. Also, you have the Doom Hunters. And this is not a boss either. I don't care what people are saying. I'm not putting this in the boss category. This is just enemies. And the Doom Hunter is kind of like a tank demon, sort of. It's on wheels and it has a shield. Like I said, it's going to be hard to describe some of these things. Point being, you need to take the shields down and get it off that fucking tank type of thing, I guess. The bottom half. Whatever it's called, and then he'll have only the top half. Shoot that down, get the shield out. Bloody punch works as well when the shield is down, but you need to take the shield out first before you can bloody punch it. And then the Marauders. Oh, the Marauders. Like I said, there's a lot in this game. The Marauders, yeah. Let's just say they will have your full attention. It doesn't matter what demons are there. Once the Marauder comes, they have your attention. And once again, just a pain in the ass to deal with. They're not as bad as the Archviles, but fuck. They keep blocking a lot of your attacks. You have to wait. That's the problem with them as well. You have to wait before you can hit them. They'll have a green flashing light in their eyes or whatever, then you can hit them. But that's really the big problem, is that you can't even hit it. You have to wait to hit it. And then the Cyber Demon. Cyber Demon's not that bad, honestly. But it's just so much stuff in there. It's really, really not as bad as it is in other ones. But like I said, none of these are bosses, in my opinion. So they're just regular people because they reappear. So that's why I'm saying they are not bosses. Like the Cyber Demon in Doom 2016, that's a boss. And even the one in the regular Dooms, I would say, is a boss because they hardly appear. But the Cyber Demons, they appear and they're not that difficult to deal with, honestly. So that's pretty much all of the enemies for Doom Eternal. The one I will add in Doom 2016 is the Summoner. And the Summoners, some people say, are kind of like the Archviles, but technically not really. But as you can see, there's a lot of new enemies for Doom Eternal. Doom 2016 just has the Summoner. Now we're getting into weapons, and we'll start with the shotgun. The shotgun in Doom Eternal has the sticky grenade as well attached to it, as well as a full auto, and these are the mods for it. In Doom 2016, they have something similar to a frag grenade, I guess, or grenade, which is the explosive shot. And they also have the charged burst for its mods. I'm going to say when it comes to the shotgun, they're both pretty equal. Actually, we'll give the edge to Doom Eternal because Doom Eternal shotgun, you can use it to kill enemies with that grenade thing and it works pretty well. Actually, the sticky bombs, I think, way more so than in Doom 2016. So I would prefer going with the shotgun in Doom Eternal than Doom 2016. Next is the assault rifle. Or the hand cannon. It's pretty much the assault rifle though. I'm calling it the assault rifle. That's pretty much what it is. It's called the heavy cannon in Doom Eternal, but it's the assault rifle. Anyway, they're both the same thing for the most part. Not really much difference. I will say I prefer the one in Doom 2016 because they both have this precision scope. But the problem being in Doom Eternal is it shoots out one and then you have to reload. In Doom 2016, it just keeps firing. So I prefer that over it. And they also have the missile one, which I never used, but I prefer the one personally in Doom 2016 than the one in Doom Eternal, just basically based off that. Not much difference though, I will say, so I can honestly see them being this equal, or some people even going with the one in Doom Eternal because they're very close to being the same. Next, we'll talk about the super shotgun, and the super shotgun in Doom Eternal gives you this meat hook thing where you can attach the enemies and you can go towards them with it. In Doom 2016, none of that, just the standard super shotgun. Now, I think the one in Doom Eternal is better. The reason I think that is because I didn't really use the one in Doom 2016. I had other weapons I used a lot more frequently, so I really didn't even use the super shotgun like that. Now, in Doom Eternal, I had to use it, and it's honestly one of the best weapons for the game in Doom Eternal. And it definitely, to me, brings it back more so than the one in Doom 2016. So yeah, I would say the one in Doom Eternal is better. Next, we'll talk about the Ballista and the Goss cannon. They're both similar, so I'm going to group them together. I know they're a little different, but I'm just going to group them together for this video. Now, I didn't really use the Ballista or Ballista, whatever, however you pronounce it. I didn't really use it that much. I only used it for one demon because that's what the game said to do. So, I only used the Destroyer Blade as well. And that's this little blade that comes out. It also has this R-Blast. And the R-Blast is a thing where it's like a beam and it can penetrate the enemy and then it explodes. So that's what the Ballista can do. As for the Goss cannon, the Goss cannon has this precision bolt that fires out. It's like just a single bolt of light. It's hard to really explain it, and also has a charged up one where you can charge it. You have to stay stationary and then you release it. So honestly, I can't say which one is better here. I don't know which one is better because I hardly used either one of them. I guess I'll go with Doom Eternal by default because I used the one in Doom Eternal more, just basically because I had to defeat one of the enemies with it. So that would be the only reason. So I guess I'll go with Doom Eternal. The plasma rifle in Doom 2016 has this one mod where instead of multiple shots, you can use it and it combines the multiple shot into one blast, and also has this heat blast thing, which is the same as in Doom Eternals. Now, Doom Eternals has that same thing as well, which I guess is the heat blast, but they also have the microwave beam where it locks on to people. So they have that as well. I'm going to say the one in Doom 2016 is a lot better than the one in Doom Eternal. Now, the one in Doom Eternal as well can be used to destroy shields and stuff, but it does not compare to me. And I use the one in Doom 2016 just a lot more frequently. In Doom Eternal, I really just used it for a set enemy, and that's kind of what I think Doom Eternal was going for. So in my opinion, the one in Doom 2016 is better. The rocket launcher in Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 really are similar, pretty much the same thing, honestly. They both lock on and shoot 3 missiles out, and they also can detonate at any time when you shoot it out. I would say the one in Doom 2016, though, is a lot better. I think it did a lot more damage, and you used it a lot more frequently. The one in Doom Eternal, to me, does not do as much damage. It's not the same, I should say. It feels off. It just does not feel like it has the same impact as it does in Doom 2016 than it does in Doom Eternal. So for me, I'm going to go with Doom 2016 here instead of Doom Eternal for the rocket launcher. The chainsaw. Now, the chainsaw in Doom 2016 you need to get ammo for, or ammunition, whatever. The one in Doom Eternal you can use anytime on the zombies or some of the other creatures. You only need ammo for when you're trying to take down something that's a heavy enemy or super heavy enemy. In Doom 2016, you're going to need ammo just to even take down a zombie. So they really learned from their mistake in Doom Eternal with this. So yeah, this is no competition at all. Doom Eternal's chainsaw is way better than the one in Doom 2016. Not even close. Doom Eternal's way better. The BFG. Now, BFG, pretty straightforward. Anyone who's played Doom knows what the BFG does. And I'm going to say the impact in Doom 2016 is a lot more better than the one in Doom Eternal. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still an okay weapon in Doom Eternal, okay, but the Crucible, I think, is better than the BFG. There's a lot of weapons better than the BFG in Doom Eternal. In Doom 2016, if I had unlimited ammo with that, it'd be over. In Doom Eternal, I don't know if it'd be over if I had unlimited ammo. There's just some things that you cannot kill. There's really some things you cannot kill, like the Archviles, even with unlimited ammo. They have these shields up, so I'm definitely going to say the one in Doom 2016 is a lot better than the one in Doom Eternal. So BFG, a lot better in Doom 2016. And that will do it for the same weapons they have. Now, Doom Eternal, they actually do have more weapons. They have the Crucible, which is a great weapon, an amazing weapon. And they also have the Unmaker, which you can unlock in the game. Also, there is the Frost Grenade or Frozen Grenade, whatever it's called, as well. And for Doom 2016, the only gun they really have that Doom Eternal doesn't is the pistol. Now, I don't know why they didn't put the pistol in Doom Eternal. I don't understand that, really. They give you the flamethrower as well in Doom Eternal, which does give you armor. And that'll be about it for the weapons. I still don't know why they didn't put the pistol in there for Doom Eternal. Anyway, that's going to be it for the differences. Now I'm just going to give you my personal opinion on what game I think is better. I'm going to say that I think Doom 2016 is easily the better game here. Doom Eternal put a lot into this game. There's a lot. Way more than in Doom 2016. But they put too much in it. They put platforming. They put strategy type of shit. Doom is not about strategy and stuff. Like, I shouldn't have to go through a weapon to find out which weapon to use against any enemy. No, I'm just supposed to mow down the demons with any fucking weapon. And that's what Doom 2016 brought. Doom 2016 is just about destroying, mowing down any enemy that gets in your way. And that's what Doom is. That's what it is. If this was a different type of game, maybe I'd give it a break. But that's not what I come to play Doom with. I don't come to play to think, what weapon do I need to use? What loadout should I use? What type of stuff should I have? I don't go to Doom to think about that. Doom 2016, they brought a little bit into it. They brought a little new into it with that. And that Doom Eternal just said, we're going to double the new shit we brought in Doom 2016. And we're going to just put so much new shit in Doom Eternal. Doom 2016 did introduce some of that stuff in there. Some of that new stuff, like, for instance, killing enemies a different way with the pinkies and the Mancubus shooting it in the stomach, adding some mods to the weapons. They added just a little bit. That's fine. But Doom Eternal took it to the next fucking level. They just put so much different shit in there. Just so much. Simple is better. And that's what Doom is. I don't come to Doom for the more advanced mods and strategy and looking for each weapon. How should I defeat this enemy? How should I defeat that enemy? And the enemies are just too much. It's just too much. The enemies were fine in Doom 2016. I expected you to add the Archviles and some other things, but you went overboard. And that, to me, is the problem with Doom Eternal. It's still a good game. Well, it's alright. It's alright. But when you compare it to Doom 2016, to me, it does not hold up. Doom 2016, to me, is everything that Doom was supposed to be. And that's why when it came out, it was so great. And I couldn't wait to the next one. This next one did not meet those expectations. It fell way shorter than what I thought it would be. Still, not a bad game. Doom Eternal is still not a bad game, but could have been so much better. Also, I will say I love that last level, though, for Doom Eternal. Anyway, that's the video, guys. See it about. I'll be doing some more Doom runs. This is not the only one. But yeah, I'll see you on the next vid. See it about. Peace.